If you're an older adult and you're becoming a nurse or thinking about becoming a nurse, this is the video for you if you want to know about some investments that can get you to retirement faster. As an older adult, you have a limited amount of time to work with before retirement, so I totally understand. Now, if you're a younger adult and you're just entering the nursing field, this video is also for you. Bedside nursing is backbreaking, and after a while, it's going to wear on you. Whether you move out of bedside into management positions or become a remote nurse like me, retirement is most likely going to be at the forefront of your thoughts because you just want to stop working and enjoy your life, right?
Yes!
So this video is going to be about some investments that you should be making to get you there quicker. Let's talk about it. Now, retirement seems like a long way off for some of you, and for those of us that are older, it's not that far away. So we have to make great financial decisions. Here are some things that you should be invested in already, or if you're not, go ahead and make these investments because they're going to really help you get to retirement faster.
Yes!
The main thing to remember here is to be proactive with your finances and also be consistent with the amount of money that you contribute into these investment vehicles. Pick the ones that are right for you. Get a tax advisor or get a financial advisor if you need to. A tax advisor too, come tax time, is also great as well. To give you tax strategies and to also capture some of that money that you can keep for yourself or get a refund for and invest it in your retirement account. So let's look at some of these vehicles that are available to us. There's tax advantaged accounts. There's your 401k and your 403b, both of which are offered at the hospital. It may be both or it may be one. So go ahead and choose those and invest a consistent amount every paycheck into that vehicle. And if your hospital matches, then that's practically free money, or whomever you work for, that's practically free money. But even so, if they don't match, invest in it. I would say invest about 15% or more into it. The catch-up contributions for these, for anyone over 50, can really help to boost your savings. Go ahead and invest in that or invest in IRAs, traditional or Roth. Take a look at that and look at the amount that you can contribute on a yearly basis because it does change periodically. So make sure that you are meeting those contributions. Now there's also the stock market, which I myself am invested in. I have a diverse portfolio that has a lot of tech industry companies in it. I have invested in Nvidia. I'm sure you have heard about Nvidia all over the news, and right now, as we speak, the stock market has been fluctuating drastically based on each move that our president decides to make. So thankfully, with my Nvidia, although it has fluctuated, I'm up about 600% on that because I invested early when the stock was low.
Period!
And I have also set my stop losses, which prevents me from losing the amount of money that I don't want to lose. So if the stock price drops below a certain amount, it's going to take me out of that stock and I will prevent myself from losing money. So I can make a whole video and go more detail into stocks if y'all want. Just drop it down below and let me know that that's something you're interested in. But when it comes to stocks, your best bet or your safest bet, if you don't know anything about stocks, is your ETFs and also your index funds.
Once more, we interrupt your regularly scheduled program.
Index funds, just to make it plain and simple, index funds are like going to the supermarket. It's a bunch of stocks, right? And they can be from different aisles. So it can be from the cereal aisle, it can be from the cleaning aisle. They're just a bunch of stocks. It's a basket of stocks that are diverse. But if you get an ETF, you will have stocks that are the best way that I can describe it, they are like going down. They're stocks that are of the same type. So They're a basket of stocks, yes, but they are stocks that consist of only tech companies. Just like you would go down the cereal aisle, all the stocks would be cereal. So you would get nothing from the cleaning aisle. It would just all be cereal. So that's the best way that I can describe that to you as it was described to me.
And now we return you to our regular scheduled program in progress.
So invest in index funds, invest in ETFs, and make sure that they are low cost and you don't get charged a high fee every month. And another thing is to set your sights on those stocks that pay dividends. So you can do it what we call a drip. It just automatically reinvests into the stock every time a dividend is paid out, and you will get your compound interest there. Now, you want to look for those low fees because over time those fees can eat away at all of your returns over time. And if you invest in the S&P 500 index, that's an index fund, you get a mix of the biggest 500 companies that are in the US. So you own a piece of each of them. Sounds like a win-win to me. Next up, we have bonds. Don't sleep on bonds because at specific times in our economy, bonds will produce a great return for you. They can add stability to your portfolio and diversification, and especially as you get closer to your desired age, your desired retirement age. Bond index funds are an easy way to, as I mentioned, get diversification and exposure into the bond market. Now, let's talk about some strategies for early retirement. Do things like maximizing your savings rate. So there are a lot of gurus out there that say put 15% into your savings account, but if you cannot save 15% and invest 15%, if you cannot make these numbers, saving anything, start somewhere, will help you. But over time, start to increase that amount, because if you increase that amount, then it will help you to retire early. If you stay at a stable, consistent amount over time, let's say $50, that's not going to get you anywhere. So if you start off saving and investing small amounts or what you can, just make sure that you also decrease your spending so you can hit that 15% mark, which brings me to my next point. Try to live below your means. This is crucial. Cut things where you can cut them so that you can save more money and leave more money in your pocket. Make those conscious choices to help you spend less and save more and invest more. The fees to free up more money is to give you freedom in the future, basically. It gives you freedom to save and also invest for those crucial moments in your life, such as early retirement. Manage your debt smartly. My next point, or strategy to help you reach early retirement, is to manage your debt smartly. Get rid of all those high interest credit cards or any personal debt that you might have. Attack those first, or attack them in some way that is feasible for you. But either way, it's sucking the money out of your account, and it's also stopping you from, or preventing you from, retiring early like you want to. So all of these strategies will free up some money for you to invest and to save, and to get you to that retirement date that you want. Another investment strategy is real estate investing. I myself and my husband invested in out-of-state real estate. So we bought 2 homes in another state, and we put tenants in them to give us monthly income. Not only did it cover the mortgage, but it did more than that. So if you can keep these homes for a long period of time, that is extra money in your pocket during retirement as well. Not only will you get a monthly income from the rental payments that your tenants are making, but you will also have the equity in your home start to build up as well, and pay down your mortgage with the money from the tenants. So that's extra money in your pocket as well, assuming nothing goes wrong with the property and that you are wanting to either manage those properties from afar, be a property manager yourself. There's also tax deductions associated with that. And if you put your home in an LLC, you now have a business and you are a real estate owner, which is really what the tax code is written for. Real estate investors and business owners. So great tax deductions there, and also puts you in a position to retire early. So if it is too expensive in your area where you live, try looking out of state, because there are areas in the United States, if you are in the United States, that are more practical for everyone's income to pay 20% down payment for. So don't sleep on real estate. It can be a game changer. Now, there are some important considerations to think about if you're thinking about retiring early. One of them is how expensive health insurance will be. So as we age and we become older and we get to that retirement age, or even as we age, period, health insurance becomes more costly, especially when you're going to be out of a job and you are now retired. Health insurance and paying for it not through an employer is costly. So you want to plan ahead for that by opening a health savings account. If some of your hospitals do offer that as one of their benefits, so invest in that health savings plan or health savings account for those future medical costs. I do recommend seeking guidance. There is professional financial advice available out there. You can possibly get an advisor through your local bank or the bank that you bank with. They're constantly offering banking services, but just make sure that it's not biased banking services, that they're not trying to upsell you all the time on things. They can take a real look at your financial picture and come up with some strategies that are tailor-made and specifically for you and your lifestyle and your money, and also develop a financial plan that will help you to get to that retirement age quicker. They will look at all your assets, all your liabilities, if you have any assets, and if not, they can also look at all of your accounts, retirement accounts and all, and develop a plan and let you know at what age you may most comfortably retire with the amount of monthly income that you would like coming in at the time of that age. One thing to also remember, buying your own home does help as well. Although you're not a business or whatnot, you can buy your own home and still have tax advantages as well and build that equity over time. In addition to this, if you cannot afford your own home at this time because the market is crazy, something to consider is going in on a pool. If you can tolerate the rest of your family members and all live in one house and you all pay for a mortgage in a house, that also gives you the ability, more spending power, and the literal ability for all of you to save up while also having an asset in all of your names. Many families do this. So maybe that's something you might be interested in, but look into it. It is an option and it's out there. Another thing that I want to stress to you is please educate yourself, stay informed, but mainly educate yourself on finances. Take action and start learning these concepts for yourself. No one's going to put you in the best path to make you retire early. No one's going to do that for you but you. Before nursing school, if you're not in nursing school yet, just start small and take consistent steps to reaching those goals, to saving for retirement, to save up for a rainy day. Big results over time will happen. Make sure that you stay informed because there's lots of advice out there. There's so many YouTube channels dedicated to financial advice. There's books, there's websites, there's a plethora of information out there. So the more you know, the more you will feel more confident, especially if you talk to a financial advisor. You will know more about what they're saying to you and you won't feel not confident enough to ask questions. So it'll help you make smart decisions with your money. real quick, one thing I forgot to mention is when you become employed as a nurse, look for a company, if you're not at the bedside, or even a hospital. I'm not sure what hospital offers a pension, to tell you the truth, but if you know of one, drop it down below and help everybody else out. But look for companies that have a retirement that is a pension. So in California, we have CalPERS. That is a lot of people's pension. So it's the California State Workers Pension. It is my company's pension, and they're an insurance company. So just look and see what the retirement is. What is offered for retirement? Is it a pension? Is it a 401k? Is it a 403b? But if you can look for a pension, that is ideal. You will be sitting pretty by the end of retirement. In conclusion, a nursing career at any age is very valuable, but knowing what to do with your money to get you to fast retirement or early retirement is also crucial, especially if you're an older adult like me or older than me and you're just joining the profession. Early retirement is something you're probably going to wish for the more that you're at the bedside. So, we don't want our body to break down. We don't want to not enjoy retirement. If getting out of the bedside is your thing and you want to be financially secure, these are my strategies and tips for you. Hopefully you found them helpful. If you would like me to elaborate on any of the things that I've said, please do drop a comment down below. Or if you yourself have a tip for anybody else, please drop the comment down. I just did the Donald Trump. Drop a comment down below to help the community and help anybody else, okay? I hope y'all are doing well. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah. Have a good one. Bye-bye.